Thank you,
How are you?
Fabrizio. I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time. Um, yes, interesting. First is, which watch are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Sketch, our minute and second steel watch that we presented just a few weeks before the Watches and Wonders, a new limited edition that we present in three different configuration, steel, our minute and second, steel chronograph, and even the gold, our minute and second with the gold, let me say, gold dial with the brown drawings.
This is not the one which is the slimmest
No,
movement.
this is not the thinnest one. We present even during this fair the new record is the Octofinissimo Ultra.
Yes.
That is again the thinnest mechanical watch on the market, but this time was not enough to have just the thinnest mechanical watch on the market. We have even, for the first time, the thinnest COSC certificated watch
Yes,
on the
I
market.
read
So
about it in the press release.
exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a double record. We are very happy about that because it's not just a record in terms of the thinnest mechanical watch, even in terms of aesthetics, but it's even an achievement in terms of mechanical movement because now we have the COSC certification.
So, talking about design
Mhm.
plays such an important role, and I also know that for you, cars and watches have got great synergy
Yeah.
between the two. Uh, what role does design play when it comes to styling one own self? So, for example, what kind of watch would you like to, share some tips with our audience and listeners when they have to decide to style a watch?
Mm.
Which watch to wear when? If you
It
could
depends.
elaborate.
It's always difficult to reply to this question because at the end it's a matter of taste. But for sure, the Octofinissimo is the most incredible watch that we have in our lineup. It's something that you can wear even with the formal suit in certain configuration with the gold case, leather strap. We have the new black Octoroma in chronograph in our mid-second second is more for a sporty approach, outdoor living, even if the Octofinissimo, honestly, at the beginning was the thought behind the watch was a watch that you can wear every day. But it depends if you don't like thin watches or ultra thin watches in our lineup. We have a lot of we have the aluminum, we have the Octoroma today with a lot of different references and different movement. It's difficult to reply to your question because it's always a matter of style and taste. When we design a watch, we have in mind a certain clients, but it's difficult to manage the taste of people.
Sure. Maybe what you could add from your experience and expertise that when you're wearing a certain watch
Mhm.
and when you're wearing a certain style of clothes, what are the do's and don'ts that one, what's the biggest mistake or
The
the kind
biggest
of.
mistake is to have a formal suit for a formal occasion with a metal bracelet. For a formal occasion, you have to wear a leather strap, alligator strap, a black strap, or brown. But this is something that could make sense in the past. Today, even in terms of fashion and style, everything is mix and match.
You're
But
absolutely right.
for an etiquetta, for something that is the right watch for the right occasion, for sure, metal bracelet is more for outdoor event. It's more for an everyday life. It's more for casual wearing.
Okay.
But if you have to wear a watch for a formal occasion, I suggest to wear a Finissimo with a leather strap.
Leather strap.
Yeah.
Okay. India is on the radar, on the go when it comes to Bulgari. There was a Mangal Sutra followed by Kada. I don't know what is coming next because these were the master stroke. Uh, can you elaborate and tell us how did this all come about and what is it that we can expect next?
But India is a very important market. Even for me, it's even an important source of inspiration because you are very well known for your amazing colors, your very elegant attitude. I never been in India. I would love to spend few days, a week, 10 days in India to visit your country because could be a very interesting
You have never
opportunity.
been to
No,
India,
no,
Fabrizio.
that
I'm
I know.
pretty
I know this is very
because you should. You are the man behind the designing and the creativity.
you are a very strong history in jewelry.
Yes.
So your story in eye jewelry and Maharaja are very famous. So the jewelry part of the company, I know that they took a lot of inspiration from India, even because in India you have fantastic gemstones in Jaipur. So it's a very important part of the jewelry side. On male side, on watch side, uh, honestly, I would love. It's not. I never been India yet. We will see in the future. But for sure, you are very important collectors, and you are very cultivated collectors that know watches very well. So we will see. We love violet, for example, is one of your color, institutional color, if I
Which is a
remember
more,
well.
but yeah.
Yeah, and we make a lot of eye jewelry watches, even with full of color. I know that the peacock is one of your
National.
national animal.
But
It's something that is very important for us because we make a lot of watches, jewelry watches with peacock, feather peacock. So for us, it's a very important asset. We will see for the future, but now what I can tell you is that we look at India as even for watches and for collectors as one of the most important market for the future.
uh, but when it comes to watches, do you think that India can expect some inspiration coming from India into the watches, as you rightly said, for the peacock feather and etc.?
Yes, I would love. Even the colors are very important for you, and the colors are very important for Bulgari. So honestly, why not? We have to find the right angle. Even during the last Dubai Watch Week, I met very important Indian collectors. They have a lot of requests about fancy and crazy watches, so we will see what's going on. But for sure, is one of the most important market for collectors, and we have very important collectors even on shining watches that come from your country.
The last question I need to ask, Fabrizio, and respecting time right
No
now,
problem.
you can tell our audience, because we spoke about the style factor
Mhm.
for men. What is the connect between cars and watches?
Engines, mechanical components, and both cars and watches tell a lot about you, about your taste, about your power, about your passion for mechanical things. That's why if you love watches, you love cars. 99%, if you love cars, you love watches. And at the end, these two objects are very important for gentlemen because are made with an aesthetic element that is the case, the dial, and the mechanical parts that made by hand with an amazing savoir-faire. And we are talking about the engine, the chassis of the car. But often we talk about engines and movement, mechanical movement in the same way, and we talk about the body of the car and the shape of the case and the bracelet for the aesthetic part. So that's why if you love cars, you love watches.
Perfect. Which is your favorite amongst the
My favorite is always the next one because
the
all the
next
things
one?
that we present, it's something that we start to design even 2 or 3 years ago. The
Okay.
collaboration for Tadao Ando, we talk about 2 years. The sketches, we talk about 1 year more or less. Even the Octo Finissimo Ultra that we presented during these days, it's something that we start 1 year ago, 1 year and a half ago, just to have, for example, the platinum case and the platinum bracelet that we never made the platinum bracelet on the Octo Finissimo before. So it was starting more or less from scratch because when you change the material, you change the tools and you change completely the design process. So that's why my favorite one is always the next.
Any more collaborations like Maximilian Busser that you did?
But we will see. It was fantastic. With Max, we have a very strong friendship. We spoke over the phone, and we will see. If we find an idea, why not? If we don't find an idea, we are not obliged to do it.
Thank you, Fabrizio.
Thank you so
Brilliant
much.
speaking to you.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.